Hi, mathletes. Welcome to the order of operations, and for this one, we're going to use the circling method. If you're interested in another method, there's one called GEMMA, and you can use the QR code to watch the video on that one. So in this video, we're going to explore how to simplify expressions using the circling method. It's a visual strategy for order of operations. You're going to learn to circle groups of numbers connected by multiplication or division. You're going to solve each circle separately, one step per line. You're going to handle grouping symbols like parentheses and brackets first. And then you're going to combine the results using addition and subtraction in order. And I mean in order from left to right. And there's a worksheet if you go to the comments section so that you can follow along and also do some independent practice. Okay, so again, we're going to circle until we see a plus or a minus, but we're not going to include parentheses or brackets for our pluses and minuses. And then we're going to solve each circle one step per line. Now, if this sounds a little confusing, it probably is, but just bear with me. Once we start doing a couple of them, it will make sense. So here's some examples. Here's one problem. 28 minus 63 divided by 7. Okay, so this is how we're going to circle. We're going to circle the 28, and we're going to circle the 63 divided by 7. The reason that we're circling this way is because we have a subtracting sign, and we're not using parentheses or brackets. And a subtracting sign cannot be in a circle. So I started circling my 28, and when I saw this subtracting sign, I knew that 28 is in a circle all by itself. 63 divided by 7, it's a dividing sign, so that belongs in one big circle. So we have a red circle and a blue circle. Now, remember, we're just doing one step per line. We can't do anything with the 28, so I'm just going to bring it down. But I can simplify 63 divided by 7, and the quotient of 63 and 7 is 9. So I'm going to say 28 minus 9. I'm going to circle my 28. And now I'm going to circle my 9 in the blue because here's my subtracting. And when you have just one number in each circle, you solve from left to right. So the difference of 28 and 9 is 19. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Let's try another one. Here I have 9 multiplied by 6 plus 27 plus 3. My first circle is going to be my 9 multiplied by 6. Notice there's not a plus or minus in my circle. Then I have plus 27, so I'm going to circle the 27. Remember, I cannot have a plus or a minus inside my circle unless it's within a parenthesis or a bracket, and the same thing goes with my 3. So I have 3 different colored circles, and we're going to simplify the red one first. So 9 multiplied by 6 is 54. We're going to bring down the 27 and the 3. And now I'm going to circle 54, 27, and 3. Notice that there's just one number in each circle, so now I'm going to go from left to right, and I'm going to do the sum of 54 and 27, which is 81, plus 3, and the sum of 81 plus 3 is 84. Now let's look at this one. This is a dividing problem. So 70 minus 6 divided by 3 plus 5. Remember, all fractions are dividing, but let's rewrite this using the division symbol. Now notice I used parentheses because I wanted to make sure that you knew that this is the whole numerator and this is the whole denominator. Now also notice that we have parentheses here. Since we have parentheses, remember you can have an adding or a subtracting within a parenthesis. So I'm going to circle this one. So notice it almost makes a circle. We have the sides of it, just not the top and the bottom. So there's my one circle, which is red. And here's another grouping. So we're going to circle that one in pink, the 3 plus 5. But notice that the dividing sign is not a plus or a minus. So the whole thing is then circled, and I used blue. Now let's simplify from the inside out. We'll start with the red one. So the difference of 70 and 6 is 64, and then I bring everything else down. So divided by 3 plus 5, and I do my circling. I have my 3 plus 5. Notice I did not circle the 64, and I didn't circle it because this is not a plus or a minus, it's a dividing. So now I'm going to put the blue around it. So the red circle's gone. Now we can simplify our 3 plus 5. I bring my 64 down, and divided by, and the sum of 3 and 5 is 8. Now I would circle 64 divided by 8 all in blue, because again, this is not a plus or a minus, and the quotient of 64 and 8 is 8. Okay, here's another one. And this one, notice that there's brackets. Brackets are the same thing as parentheses. We use brackets whenever we use parentheses first. So since we have a parentheses here, then we switch over to brackets here. But we're going to think of it the same way. So let's do our circling. So here's one that looks like it's going to be a circle because remember, parentheses are like the sides of a circle. So let's circle that. My brackets are also like a circle. So let's circle that. And again, this is not a plus or a minus, so we're going to do a big pink circle. Again, working from the inside out, we'll do our 72 divided by, we'll bring that down. And the difference of 11 and 7 is 4. So divided by 4, and then we'll bring down the multiplied by 2. Let's do our circling again. So here we go. We're going to circle with the brackets. That's our blue circle. And then we still have our pink circle. Let's simplify within. So 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So we bring down the 72 divided by 8. And again, now we have is our pink circle. And the quotient of 72 and 8 is 9. Okay, how about this one? Oh, I have an exponent. That's fun. Okay, and I also see parentheses. So let's put the parentheses that in a circle first. So I have my 2 plus 5. And then I also have my exponent. So that's in a circle by itself. And also a pink circle because again, there's no adding or subtracting except within the parenthesis. Again, we're working from the inside out. So we're going to do the sum of 2 and 5, which is 7. So I bring my 3 down. 2 again plus 5 is 7 squared. Do my circling, my 7 squared, which is the blue. And then my 3 multiplied by that, which is the pink. Okay, inside out again. So if we start in the inside, 7 squared is 49. So 3 multiplied by 49, that's my pink circle. And the product of 3 and 49 is 147. So I hope that helped a little bit. Again, the circling method will give you a visual way to follow the order of operations without memorizing a long list of rules. Solving expressions accurately means starting with grouping symbols to simplify what's inside first, circling connected operations, and solving each circle step by step. And then working one step per line to stay organized and to avoid mistakes. Adding and subtracting the circle results from left to right. The circling method helps us see exactly why order matters, circle by circle. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do because we have question of the week every week and then you will not miss one of those. And if you like this, leave a comment below. Maybe you can tell me how hard it was or did the circles help? We'd love to hear from you. And if you know someone who'd love this method, you could share that with a friend. Send it their way. Again, thank you as always for watching.